Hey there, this is Tarun Gill from Tarun Gill Fitness, helping you with your fitness queries. So today I want to talk about some of the critical training mistakes I made in getting the body I wanted. And trust me, those were big mistakes which I never even realized. It took me years to figure out that I should not have been doing those things. Those were big fatal errors. I'm going to be sharing those mistakes with you for you to avoid in your own fitness routine. So what were those fitness mistakes? Mistake number one, overtraining. I always thought doing more will get me more results. I was so wrong. So what I would do is I would train 5 days a week, 6 days a week, do weight training, do running, do everything, hoping that doing all this will have a positive effect on my body, and not only I'll gain muscle but I'll also lose body fat. But boy, I was wrong. So my advice to you is you don't have to overtrain. Quality over quantity. Pick up 3 to 4 days and 30 to 45 minutes in that training session is good enough for you to get to your results. Overdoing it, you're actually killing your muscle, so you don't have to do that. That was my mistake number one. Mistake number two, overeating. And when I say overeating, people told me, some of those pseudo trainers told me that you got to eat more protein. More protein means more muscle. But you got to understand one thing. 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories. And if you were to accumulate and put it all together, the amount of protein I was taking, it was getting stored as fat because my glycogen level were full because I was eating too much, hoping that too much protein will add to that muscle mass. It was actually adding to fat storage. I would I would take some gainers, I would take some protein shakes, I would take some chicken, fish, egg, God knows, everything. And I ended up gaining a bunch. Instead of fitness results, instead of me training and taking too much protein, you would think, or anybody would think, that I will get to that results. No, I gained fat. So my advice to you, count your calories. You don't have to take too much of proteins. You should know, and I've done this video again on calories. There has to be like 40 to 60% comes from carbs, 30% from protein, and 10% from fats. So this is mistake number two. The biggest mistake that I made, I follow celebrity training programs. Hey, that was Hrithik Roshan transformation program. Let me follow that. Hey, that's John Abraham training program. Let me follow that. And guess what? It doesn't work on common people like you and me. Those are celebrity training programs they're being monitored, right? And they have a different body type. They have different genes. They have a different pattern that they actually work for. Whereas our lifestyle is very different. And I realized it the hard way that, after 3 weeks, 4 weeks into the training program, seeing some actor, transforming his or her body, I would actually start following that. I think it was the biggest mistake. So what I understood is that, I need to have my own training program, and that training program depends entirely on your body type. Whichever one you're comfortable with. You don't have to get bored of that program, but whatever you could maintain for 4 to 5 days a week. Mistake number 4. I was just not motivated. I started training hoping that I would transform my body. But years into my training program, because I was not getting results because of those 3-4 critical errors I was making, I got demotivated. So what I did, I stopped my training. I said, it's not working for me. And I'm not going to train anymore. And guess what? I gained another 5 kilos till the time I didn't train for that particular month. That was the biggest mistake I made. And I don't want you to make that mistake. So if you're not getting results, take help. Take some expert help. Ask somebody that why are we not getting those results? Write down all the points that you have, or now you can ask me. I'm happy to help you. But get some direction with why you're not getting results. Last point, which is very, very important for you. Accept your body type. If I am a generically big guy, I cannot look like guy who's super duper lean. I have a body type and I cannot look like Ranbir Kapoor. He's super generically lean. It took me some time to realize that. I would keep gunning for a body type which my body never allowed me to. That's the mistake I made, and I don't want you to make that mistake. Get comfortable with your skin and push your body only in a way where it can actually take that load. Don't try to take it into a direction where it's artificial for it. For example, you may get to your results. I may look like Ranbir Kapoor if I were to put in, extra 2, 3, 4 hours. But that will be very, very temporary. Because my body type is not like that. The moment I'll get back to my normal routine and start eating what I want to eat, boom, I'll be back to where I am. So what's the point of doing something which is as temporary as this? I should rather do something which is more permanent in nature. And how can I do that? By accepting my body type, getting comfortable with my skin. That's what you really need to focus on. So I hope these points will help you avoid those critical errors that I was making in my training. So until then, see you.